You don't take it.
Chelsea got a BBL. They coming back. They about to go crazy on y'all.
Rashford leveled up, bro. He got a software update.
Unfortunately, there is also a lot of pressure on Sancho at the same time too. If this proves to be a very successful break and he comes back, it only further highlights the fact that this might be necessary.
I wanted to say one thing about Darwin.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for him because
Yeah.
he's white. He's
Spanish? You know what I'm saying?
cap at the game.
Oh, this is nice.
Season 2.
Let's go,
Yeah, hold on.
Let's get it.
Come on.
Sui.
Let's go.
Sui.
Better. Went to
Yes, sir,
Bryson
yes,
Miller. That
Salutations from New York.
Josh, what's your drink, bro? Hey, mommy.
Yeah. Five-a-side podcast.
Let's go.
Footy discussion from our perspective and our perspective only. And today, in 2023, season 2, you are joined by
Sebastian.
Kendrick.
Elisha.
Gabriel.
Josh.
Yes, and welcome back. Welcome back to Five-a-Side season 2. Make some noise for Five-a-Side. Come on,
clap
guys.
it up,
We back. For all the
Sui.
For all the haters who thought we wouldn't be back, we back.
Sui.
Back, nigga.
And better than ever season 2.
Do you get me?
Let's go.
We gonna try to pixelate that. Bigger and better than ever.
Anyways.
Thank y'all.
Rolex on my wrist is a bust down.
It's already off the
Boy, Effie.
If you're a
Boy, Effie.
listener or watcher of Five-a-Side, this is what you should expect every single episode, yo. Welcome back. We talking footy as always. We gonna talk about a whole lot of the news that's been going on since the last time we met. Yo, we got Arsenal at the top of the league going strong.
We're in a new studio.
What? Yo, we in a new studio.
We in a new studio.
Saying, if you've been here before, you know this is not how this is not how the set used to look.
It's
you know what I'm
so
saying?
bright.
We had to elevate.
Shades on it.
Yeah, you can't see. We had to elevate. You feel me?
Bro.
Hey,
Elevate.
You
it's
see
so
how
bright he can't see.
my guy said
We had to elevate, you
his
feel
hands
me?
like Birdman.
Ooh,
2 combos at once.
it's calm. It's calm.
better.
Yo,
Back to
we
back.
loving it. We loving it. But today we are talking about Arsenal, top of the league. We talking about we're previewing the Champions League. Don't do that. We talk about the Women's World Cup that's coming later this
Three-peat on the way.
this summer. We're talking about transfer rumors, transfers that are already completed. Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia now. What is this world coming to?
Honestly.
You know what I'm saying? Abubakar got a team though, so we're gonna talk about that too.
Abubakar!
All the footy
Big up Uncle
discussions,
Hey,
like
Vinny
I said
Montez.
at the top of the show, from our perspective and our perspective only. But before we get into it, how y'all feeling? New studio,
Exceptional,
new year?
bro.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. All that. We moving up in the world.
Let's get
Feel me?
into
But,
it.
Better.
Yo, let's get it started with, because today, actually, when we're recording this, is later after the Arsenal-Man United game, which ended in 3-2. Arsenal won that, 3 points closer to the Premier League title.
Good for them.
And low-key, it looks like they're gonna run away with it. I don't see them not winning the league.
Good for
Thoughts? How do you feel though? United fan over
United fan. What's
Man,
goody,
why
bro?
we gotta
Joshua.
do that with me?
here? We got to you, the United fan.
I will say he's a good level-headed fan, so let's really let him
You
cook.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joshua.
Biased, but still, nah. Also did a good job. Got to give it to them. I'm definitely happy with the takeaways that we have in terms of Rashford continuing his form. You know what I'm saying? That was really good to see. So that goal.
Bro,
It's a way to open the match.
That boy is on.
I thought they was gonna stop him, but you can't stop the inevitable. Get me?
Rashford leveled up, bro. He got a software update.
Oh,
Like,
for
I'm
sure.
telling you, this come on, what?
After
What you mean? That boy is balling, bro.
In form.
And
He is.
the goal today was sick, bro. That is
it was
clinical. That is sharp, confident. And you talk about confidence all the
Yeah.
time. If you're not a
it takes lot
confident
of
player,
confidence to shoot that. It does.
if
Yeah.
you're not a confident player, you're not even taking that shot.
OD.
But Saka scoring
Bro.
and then hitting
young boy Bukayo.
hitting
That was a
Rashford
worldie.
celebration after that
That's
That's
fire.
cold.
too. With him
bro.
on the
You see
other
this right
side.
here?
Come on, bro.
Pete.
Different.
Bro,
Imitation is flattery.
you right, but
Nigga
that
came
was a
with the
little.
3 points
That
in
was a
first
little.
place,
That was a little bit of
Okay.
smoke, bro.
It's also
Yeah.
beef. Imitation
Yeah.
is also beef.
Yeah.
I think it was friendly beef. I don't think it's like real beef. I think
It was just on the team together crying
Yeah.
on the plane.
I love it though, bro. It's the same. It's the same thing as what was the team? Was it Ghana where that player hit the Ronaldo celebration during the World Cup. Bro, I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
for
want to
sure,
see
bro.
type of, like, y'all seen Shannon Sharp on the side of the
bro,
Grizzlies
Uncle
Lakers?
Shay.
I want to see
For
that
all
in
the
football
smoke,
too,
bro. Yeah.
I want to see that in football.
Fans not
Like,
close enough,
bring
yeah.
all the beef, bring everything. Don't kick
real shit,
players in the back like that Tottenham fan did to
get out
to
of
Rams there. But
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
yeah,
That was nuts, bro.
what-
That was hilarious.
How was
bro.
that hilarious,
He
bro?
jujitsu kicked him and then jumped over the gate right back into the stands. The security couldn't do
That's assault.
nothing.
It's funny because it was like,
The security couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
They were like, "Damn, well, he got away."
I'm not gonna lie. What is security for? Like,
Yeah,
It's not-
exactly.
yeah, you're supposed to stop that.
it's like funny from the video standpoint, like it was safe and everything, but like people be really disrespecting players like the animals in the cage.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually
true.
nuts.
Yeah.
Not
The way
cool.
they treat them on the pitch. Yeah.
Not cool at all. But yeah, Arsenal
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
good.
But will they win the league though?
I think so.
They're up for context. They're in first place. They're 5 points ahead of City.
Mm-hmm.
Game in hand. Let's say they win it. They're 8 points clear. We're about I think exactly halfway through the season, or maybe one game past halfway. Y'all think they can keep it up for the second half?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
also you always feel like when a team is about to win the league, especially the Premier League, there's like something in
bro.
the air for them.
Moments.
Yeah, it's
Moments.
certain moments that you just feel like, I wish I could
winning.
remember the game at the beginning of the season.
The soccer penalty to beat Liverpool. That game.
No, I
That was
think
a big one.
look at this
what game
Arsenal
that we were at
fan.
the
Chill out.
Look at this Arsenal fan ready with the
we were at the bar. We were at the bar that day. We went to the bar. we were
Ooh,
watching
tough
the
win over
game.
Leeds or some shit.
Leeds. I
Yeah,
think it was like a
Leeds,
1-0
right?
win.
Ugly away
Like,
game, yeah.
Again, those type of wins is kind of like a sign that
Yeah.
they're about
Even
to do
today,
tough wins.
even today, United is in top form, bro.
I know
Yeah.
you,
Bro,
Yeah, I know.
and Eddie and Ketia.
Like,
Your defense is in trouble. And Ketia in the room.
The real hotline bling. You don't
Come
know.
on.
Come on.
Bro,
Call
that
Eddie.
boy's balling.
Call, bro.
He's balling. But
happy.
whatever.
14
listen,
like Thierry. Come
you know
on,
what's
G.
crazy though? It seems like Pep was winning the league so much that he was just like, yo, let me send my double, my clone, to go and give me some competition.
Yeah. You think so?
And now it's coming back to bite
Another
him.
Spanish coach. Yeah, for sure.
Miguel Arteta's doing the thing,
came
bro.
in and conquered that league. Very nice.
talking about who's gonna win the league. A famous quote by Sir Alex Ferguson: "The Premier League starts in April." So we gonna see if Arsenal gonna hold. Pep done been here.
That's true.
That was cold.
It's cold.
That
Hold on, this sent like a cold chill
Premier League
across the room.
And we
What
love
does that mean though? The Premier League starts in April.
I mean, when it comes down to actually just the way points matter for real, like the last month is very, very critical. It's kind of like in ball, real quick. Kind of like in ball, you know, there's 4 quarters. The third quarter, how you start that is very, very important.
Yeah.
But like the fourth quarter is really winning.
It's actually all that matters.
Yeah, like you could play well, but when we end, we gonna see who can
Yeah.
end well.
They have so they have I believe 50 points halfway through the season. Every team that's done that has won the title except for Liverpool and I believe 18-19 when they got like high 90s, but City just beat them out by a little bit.
Liverpool
So essentially, if you
sucks.
get 50 points in the first half of the season, you're gonna win the title. Besides the one time Liverpool didn't and City just was super, super crazy. But I think 50 to start the season, bro, you probably gonna do it. First half, 50 points.
No,
It's
that's
on
good.
pace for 100. 100 is an
I
incredible
I
feat,
do
so.
just want to point out that Arsenal's in the last 8 games that Arsenal has to play, they have to play City away, Chelsea at home, Newcastle away, Brighton at home, and Brighton's not an easy.
And that's
team.
only in the Premier League.
Yeah, and that's only
Like,
problem.
in
But
the-
they're not in
the-
the UCL. They don't
That's
have to deal
true.
with that.
Yeah, but in the cups, they're playing
But
City.
You know
again,
they don't
too.
care about that. They want the Prem, bro. If you're an Arsenal fan, you know they
I
don't
feel
care
like
about
Arsenal
Europa.
has a big history in like FA.
Yeah, but they've
Yeah.
been winning it, bro. The Prem, they have been starving for this shit since what, 2004? They put in all that. It's the same way with City. If this shit falls off, it's the Champions League they need, bro.
It's almost
for
2
Arsenal fans, it's the Premier League.
It's almost 2 decades since they've seen a Prem.
Bro, 2004, Invincible's the last one, right? That's nuts.
Could it be my club?
Let's get into your club, bro.
Don't talk, please, because your luck might just
I will
switch
say,
again.
bro, I saw United.
It might be your club for a
Bro,
minute.
United fans were talking like title charge just a couple games
Who's
ago.
United fans?
C5, my boy C5. Hey, shout out Turbo Market. You've been talking kind of crazy, my guy.
Listen, C5. I like the enthusiasm and the passion you get, but a little.
Let's see.
Yeah, tone it down, please. And low key, I feel like not a lot of people are mentioning Newcastle in the conversation, even though their record is shaky though. Like 10 wins, 9 draws is like I don't think.
though,
I
right?
mean, they've lost once. That means they're hard to beat.
Yeah, they're hard to beat, but they need to win more.
And they got that money. We're going to talk about that later,
They need
too.
to win more. Like
But-
Arsenal has 16 wins.
I mean, okay,
But they're
yes,
leading the
but
league,
Yo, give a lot of credit to their project, like the way that they've been able
true.
to build up, like
True.
little by little to little, like the way that Newcastle has like not just spent a bunch of money on a bunch of random players and had them all flop. They plug in the right players.
Almiron been balling, bro.
They do a good job.
Yeah.
What's up, Eli?
You absolutely do. But I was gonna say, speaking of, the transitions, bro.
Hey.
Speaking of spending a bunch of money on random players, yo, what's up with Chelsea, bro? What's going on?
Chelsea.
And they keep just stealing people's transfer targets.
Look, man, it's an attractive place to be.
The money's attractive.
London,
Here we go.
London's a nice place to be. Playing Stamford Bridge, got a lot of history there. You feel me?
Bro, they got some ballers though. They got
Half a
Nkunku.
decade of history.
They got
Let's talk now, real shit.
that.
Before the year 2000 was
They have Russian history. That's
yeah.
what
Now they signed a Ukraine.
Russia
Anyways.
is a very powerful country.
Yeah.
Niggas is losing a war, but anyway.
we might bleep that
Debatable.
out because I
That
don't want nobody to come in and raid
I wasn't
the
ready for that,
podcast,
bro. Was not ready for that, yo.
They got
Zinolevsky, that nigga.
that was too much for the pod.
On the glass
my
right now,
goodness.
bro.
But they got Mudryk, and I know we had like a slight conversation about this the other day.
Yeah.
Because I was saying, I don't know if I may be biased because I have a slight like emotional connection to Mudryk because when he was still just beginning in Shakhtar, like I used to see his videos like on the internet, just him just doing social media trends.
content
Because it kind of
creator.
seemed to me that like,
Dances, yeah.
yo, Shakhtar is not a huge team, but it's still a professional football team. And the fact that one of their players is just like out here just having fun, making videos with his friends, like jumping off tree branches and stuff, and just chilling, just being a young dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was just like, yo, that's interesting. That's what made me follow them. And then to see like the slow climb and him balling out in the Champions League, and then now
How old is he? by the way?
signing.
You called
He's
him young.
22.
I thought so.
He's 22, but he's born in 2001, bro.
It's different.
And he's now signing a nearly £100 million contract, but for 8.5
best
years,
club in the
which
world.
is a long contract. But it's just, to me, I like him, so I feel like I'm happy to see him like climbing to the next level, especially since it seemed like he's been wanting to leave Shakhtar for a while.
So what do we think the plan is for Chelsea? Because y'all bought him, Nkunku, Madueke, Felix. These are all wingers. And wingers who like to be very positionless, play like fluid ball, just move around the top
I mean,
of the
they
pitch.
could all play in different positions though.
Oh, and on top of having Sterling,
Nkunku could
Pulisic,
play.
and Ziyech.
Nkunku could play.
at the top. What,
Huh?
Yeah.
What is
Because what I'm hearing is midfield is slacking a little bit. People aren't fucking with
Seven.
Mount, and then defensively
Literally.
there's some issues. I'm just curious your view as a fan. Not even trying to.
And y'all still don't have a striker.
That's the funniest thing. Someone said running back with Ronaldo.
Bro, Felix could play striker.
Felix should play striker.
Bro,
He literally said his favorite position is
did you
playing
watch?
behind
Did
the
you watch
striker.
Portugal?
If he actually plays
That's
4
not
games,
what he wants.
Nine.
Stop buying players to put them in the wrong position.
First of all,
Yeah.
don't get mad
What is
at
the
me.
purpose of
okay?
that?
And he said, I like playing behind the striker as a second.
No, he's a secondary striker.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a striker. He's just not playing well.
Ooh,
Aubameyang.
That's fair.
See, he
that's
forgot.
your striker.
I mean, because he's been on the bench.
MIA.
Look, man. Like I said at the beginning of season 1, we're in a rebuilding stage. Okay, there's like
Wait,
we
you gonna win the Champions League.
yeah, we still are. We have like 8 players injured right now. So
You just bought 8 more.
huh?
Honestly.
Yeah, bro. Because at the end of the day, some of these players are gonna leave. Some of these players are gonna stay.
Nothing.
And the new players are gonna come in, and we'll see who gets the top position.
But do you think those are the right players? Is what I'm saying.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on.
No, that's fair.
That's
like,
fair, bro.
is that like-
You can say that though.
One of the
Yeah.
things for me, the biggest things from just the types of players that you're bringing in is me seeing who's about to get phased out.
Yeah.
I don't know how Sterling is actually integrating. Hudson-Odoi has been a very I mean he's in Leverkusen right now.
Yeah.
I think
I
you
don't
know what
think
I'm
he's doing the
saying.
greatest.
Pulisic.
Pulley's out. Newcastle wants him.
I'm saying
sure he's
who
done
else
with
could
Chelsea.
get phased out with this?
Ziyech.
Ziyech?
Fake.
Milan want him, right?
Yeah.
Something like
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
yeah.
Because
We
at the
don't
end of
have
the
the
day,
money.
like you have to implement a system. We talked about Arsenal trust the process. That's
Yeah.
a 3-year.
Yeah, I think that, and you can see with the duration of the contracts too.
Yeah.
A bunch of the Fofana is on like a 6-year contract.
That's a good
Mudryk's
point.
on an 8-year
That's a good
contract.
point.
Yeah.
Like I think it's really like these players aren't here to make the biggest impact right now and change the current season insanely, but it's literally like a long-term project.
Yeah.
Like when Sterling eventually has to leave, when Pulisic leaves, when Ziyech leaves, we have all these star players that are gonna move in and transition into the starting 11.
So, can I ask a question? It seems like a lot of these top clubs are lacking a striker.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't the global soccer world produce an abundance of top strikers?
Number 9 is a different game now.
Well, it's also go ahead.
No, it definitely is. Like, I would definitely say that's one of the things that, people are obviously talking about United. Like, they need a striker as well since Ronnie left. People saying, oh, Kane should go there. United always has the top English strikers. But it's like, bro, like, there's a lack of strikers in the world.
Yeah. They all want to be Ronaldo and Messi. That's
the reason for that is also the game.
Ronaldo, Messi.
The game has been asking for a lot of what do teams need in the current climate versus like what are players actually good at? Because I feel like naturally you probably would have a lot more strikers and just pure number 9s if the game didn't need players to be so versatile. Like there's a lot of teams where you get bought and again you have to adapt. You might have to play a completely different position. Like I remember Sergio Roberto used to be like a midfielder and then is a straight right back now. Yeah. Like there's a lot of players who've had to adapt.
Be a winger, he's a right back.
That's a violation.
So whatever the team needs, and now players are gonna be like, damn, I'm not gonna go ahead and go to a trial and tell my manager to present me as this type of player, that type of player specifically, because that might make me unattractive to teams because they want to be able to just to buy me for whatever reason they buy me for, but be able to switch me to other positions. Yeah. So now if you were like, there's no
set
Ibra's type of players anymore because you have to be versatile.
I was going to add on to it. I think it's also due to, Coach Quessy or whatever.
Hey.
The 4-4-2 to the 4-3-3 because of how versatile wide forwards are. There was a point in time wingers weren't scoring goals the way Ronnie started scoring goals, even Messi coming in off the right.
Yep.
Now you got goals on the wide, so it really takes somebody who's determined. Victor Osimhen is a really good striker that I'm looking at. That's like, he's leading for real.
Yeah. Y'all want him too, him or Kane. He's better than Kane for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. Who y'all got, Victor Osimhen or Kane?
I don't think Osimhen
does
well
proven.
in the Prem.
That's proven.
You don't think he can be as good as Kane?
In the Prem? No.
He's raw.
Kane has a cap.
I'm with Victor,
Osimhen is still too raw.
I'm with Victor.
Kane is established.
He is.
Harry Kane is established.
I personally don't want a nigga named Harry in my team.
They already got Harry Maguire though, so
two Harrys is crazy.
This thing is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Too Harry is crazy. But yeah, man. There's been either way. There's been a lot of changes so far, even in the transfer window. Just to kind of name a few too. I don't know how I feel about Depay going to Atletico. Weird. It's not like he was making like a huge change to Barca, but also I don't see like what's the difference that he's gonna make to Atletico. Like I don't really get it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, best of luck to him.
Trust the process.
He needs to start,
they have the option to buy it.
That boy in his prime right now, banging in goals, assists. Like he needs to find his team. I don't like these last few years. He's kind of floating around. I don't care if it's a big team, small team. I want Depay to find his squad.
He should have stayed in France. Like it's okay to think that maybe La Liga. But I do feel like a guy of his. Like, I feel like with his personality and his ego, he's like...
He's the main man, bro.
Nah, I gotta... Yeah, like, I'm gonna be the main man. Yeah. But I want to see if I can be that at the top level. That's why he's going to be at United and try to go to Barca. Because with his name, I think, like, a lot of big teams would have him. But we see how much more stable he was when he was in France.
Lyon,
so it's just like, maybe that's your level. And that's a tough pill to swallow.
Found your level.
But... maybe that's just your level.
You don't think Depay is an elite striker? You wouldn't say that?
I do, but I feel like he doesn't fully think so. I feel like somehow he has like imposter syndrome to where he goes to the big teams and he starts looking smart. Like I can see on a player's face when they feeling themselves when they're on the pitch, bro. And I feel like as soon as he put the Barca shirt on, he looks shyer. Like he looks a lot more timid. But when he was what team he played for? Lyon. Yeah, when he was at Lyon, he looked like he's that guy.
Yeah. I will say he's a very back to the goal type of striker who wants to post up, receive a lot of the ball, and really be the main focus.
Bundaball.
Bundaball, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's very hard to do on Barcelona.
Bundaball is crazy.
To do on Manchester United, so he needs a little bit of a lower team like Lyon where he can be the main man and get the ball and be able to be in those positions. Barcelona's trying to play fluid and play quick. Him sitting there with the defender to his back, they're just not going to play like that.
I don't understand the point. I don't understand the point of going to Atletico. They're not playing in Europe, and they're not going to do anything in the league this year.
He could get them to Europe.
Again.
They can still get to Europe.
Less stakes. Less stakes. Now we might see his confidence. And he's not even playing
at Barca, bro. He needs to get game time for real. He needs game time.
High key, granted, you never know what a player is thinking, but if he's trying to bust a move out of Barca, he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that at Barca. You have to go on loan.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, you feel me? You're gonna have to go somewhere else, shine a bit, and then to get out.
Yeah.
It's just like no European football at all. Like,
but bro, it's either be on the bench or start for this.
Go to another club. Like, there's.
But they have to want
Oh,
you too,
my
bro.
guy just trying to exist and be wavy, bro.
Yeah, I feel like
He don't care about goals, bro.
he really doesn't.
He's trying to get fly and
do both. Let's say
and
that.
do his thing, bro.
Nah, let him do both though. He's a good player.
Nah, he was born for Barca small though.
Yeah.
For like at first, but he
Kinda.
never. It's an interesting time to also be a player at Barcelona.
Weird
But
transition.
it's such a specific club. Like it's the culture, the environment. A lot of times, fans don't realize this. Fans don't give enough flack to their teams and just the organization overall for the environment that they create for some of these players. Because so many times you look at good players and you're like, bro, the club culture destroys them, like crushes them, and they just and chews them up, spits them out. Like it's just, bro.
I haven't seen
about it.
Kessie in 2 years, bro. What happened to
what?
What happened to Kessie?
Huh?
What happened to
They
Frank?
buy random.
Where he here?
Recently, they
Where?
buy. Really
I haven't seen him in
random
2 years,
wearing
bro.
colorful clothes to training, like doing nothing else.
Y'all
Is that
locked up in
colorful
the
clothes
cage,
to
bro.
trade it?
Bro,
What's wrong with colorful clothes now?
I mean,
What happened to
Did you
Sancho?
see-
listen, bro.
Koundé's
If
hat
it works,
before
it
the
works.
game
Yo,
today?
Koundé's hat.
This nigga had a Batman. I think it was Fendi. Maybe that was nuts. But I like it.
What happened to
Be flat.
Sancho, bro? What happened to Sancho?
Let's talk about Sancho.
Sancho now.
Put it up, bro. My twin.
They say you're twin.
What is this? Rest in peace. What's going on, bro?
Yo, we're gonna put a picture of me next to Sancho in Manchester on
crying.
the clip.
This guy won't be
It's
jaded.
funny so.
Sancho.
Nah, his situation is interesting. I will say that one of the biggest things, the positives about his situation, I think, is the fact that we're seeing one of the first times that like it's almost as if the coach is forcing the media to be okay with it. Like y'all are prying about this nigga, y'all prying to see what's going on. I got it. You know what I'm saying? It's under control in a certain sense. So you can get private training. It's a lot to put on this shirt. It's a lot to put on all the clubs that we support. It's a lot on the mental. He did lose somebody last year. I think his aunt as well. Going back home is his own thing. You see the Premier League is hard to adjust to. But I think as a player, when a coach gives you that time, when he gets back, he's going to have to put his all into it. Like coaches don't do that.
Yeah.
They'll put you on the bench, sit you, you know, you made it
Send
to the
you
top.
on loan.
But he's giving you time. I don't know. I respect Ten Hag for that.
Yeah.
He's really established the culture at United, bro. He's changed it since he came. Y'all look good, bro.
Yeah, because low-key, it's also, again, if there's personal things that he's dealing with
Tough.
in his own life, I feel like at some point you have to separate the business from the human.
Yeah.
But like, again, at some point that's gonna fizz out and they're gonna be like, look, man, if this is
Not
not
for you.
working out, then it's not working out, and best of luck. But again, number one thing, you're a human before you're a footballer.
Yo.
Take care of that mental health.
For sure.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your spirit, and make sure that you know that's okay first. Because again, he's still young, especially if you're as young as Sancho is.
Okay.
Like,
Younger than
get your
us.
head straight, and then
He is.
come back stronger.
Yeah.
But
And speaking of that too, shout out Jesse Lingard for being vulnerable on the Diary of a CEO podcast.
Yes.
Great podcast in general, but good to see Jesse come out, talk about the experiences he struggled with.
yes,
Even brought him into like alcoholism and all that. So definitely got to humanize athletes, bro.
I was about
It's
to
a tough
say.
life under a lot of public scrutiny from a young age. A lot of money, a lot of pressure. So just
Speaking
shout out
of-
all the young ballers, bro.
speaking of pressure, we gonna get to the. You was gonna say something.
I was just gonna say, like, at the same time, mental health has been like very well like angled. I feel like the world of sports has angled itself in a way where they're taking mental health much more seriously. But okay, so for example, I think it might have been 2 years ago in Italy, a club called Atalanta. They had a guy named Josip Ilicic, right?
Yeah.
They had him on their books for over 3 years, and he didn't play a single game.
Yeah,
And he had lost. I think he lost someone very close to him. And I think like it's a small club in Italy. It's not the biggest. They don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he was like their top player for a long time. So I think they lost almost $5 million paying him over 3 years.
Yeah.
And he never played a single game. What do you do in that position? Like when the player cannot guarantee that they're going to be mentally able to play. It's an injury, is it not? Like, is it not treated like an injury? How do you like decide? Okay, so this player is out of commission for 3 years, and yet they're not injured. So technically, there is no writing or no law that says that we have to, like, or that we have any grounds to terminate their contract. How do you deal with it?
So
as a club?
why wasn't he playing?
Mental health issue?
3 years though?
3 years.
Legitimately 3 years?
Yeah.
Was
That's,
that's interesting because we're just now in the era now where it's like it's becoming a legit or people are accepting it as a legit problem.
Right.
Because a lot of times from before, it used to be if you can't see it, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And you can't
like a physical
see,
injury type.
if it's not a physical injury. And even then, a lot of times they try to sweep those under the rug.
Not really
So I think that now that the conversation of mental health is getting pushed to the forefront, now there has to be serious like there has to be a best practice and there has to be rules and regulations that are more inclusive towards mental health issues. I don't think we're there yet, because again, our game is one that's slow to adapt to a lot of progressive things, because football fans, football teams just don't like change. So it's gonna take a while. But again, I think it's for the players and the teams to adapt to it as quickly as possible, because you're dealing with humans. This is gonna be an issue. It's gonna happen. It's only gonna become more prevalent in society. So it's gonna make its way deeper and deeper into the game. So they need to find ways to incorporate it more, to find ways to integrate it within the rules and the business of the game, so that things like that don't happen, because people are gonna lose a lot of money. And players are going to end up losing themselves too.
I think one of the things too, the last things I'll say about this is, unfortunately or fortunately, there is also a lot of pressure on Sancho at the same time too. If this proves to be a very successful break and he comes back, it only further highlights the fact that this might be necessary.
Absolutely.
He has a slower integration. People start shit on him.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, but I hope he does well, and it just highlights the fact that it could be necessary.
Absolutely. And speaking of pressure too, one competition that has a whole lot of pressure is the Champions League. Come on, son. Champions League is going to come back in February. And what are we thinking? What's like, who are y'all picks? Are y'all changing this guy, man? Are y'all changing who y'all think is going to win the Champions League?
Listen.
Who's okay? I'm listening. I'm listening.
Go crazy.
You mean to tell me you looking at Mudryk, Ziyech, Nkuku, João Felix?
Nkuku's not even there, bro, yet.
All these niggas looking at you in your face. This is a new look. This is a new look, Chelsea. Which other club in the UCL coming back from the World Cup with a whole new look?
Which team in the UCL is also?
My team got a BBL. Chelsea got a BBL. They coming back. They about to go crazy on y'all.
Bro, how you get a BBL and you in worse position than before?
Look, man.
Ask him if he knows who they're playing.
Look,
Who
man.
y'all playing, bro?
Look, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You're playing Dortmund.
Whoever we see is over for them. Who does Dortmund have? Gio? Oh, the guy who snitched on his own team?
He didn't. We don't talk about that. It was his parents.
It was his dad.
And he scored a world-class volley
The
today,
guy
bro.
whose father is snitching on his son's club.
What's that
Bro,
guy
I'm not
doing
worried
to
about
youngin',
that.
bro?
All right. You still going with Chelsea?
Yes, bro.
Meanwhile,
It's crazy,
for the fans
bro.
at home who might be very interested in seeing
my
Chelsea's
God.
position,
Bro, we're not worried about
I would
Premier League
love
right
to
now.
just
We
take a
talking about
look in
UCL.
10th place. So mid-table team.
We
I
talking
think the
about-
lowest of any team in the UCL where they're ranked domestically.
Bro, look, bro.
But they're favorites to win the
My
tournament.
my
for sure,
team got
for
a
sure.
BBL. They got lip fillers.
Bad ones though, bro. Y'all
They went to
worse.
Turkey and got a new
You
hairline.
look worse.
We coming back, man.
That's what's crazy. You look worse.
Bro, they got a
coming
Ter
back.
Stegen hairline. That's not always a good thing, bro, because you go to Turkey, and I love Ter Stegen, bro.
I was watching
But-
Barca. I said,
Yo,
I thought
he
this
look
nigga was
different, bro.
balling,
He
bro.
look different, bro.
Yeah.
He look like he in the
look
military.
yeah,
Nah,
what?
bro, he look like a Marine that lives in North
Definitely,
Carolina.
bro.
Like Ter Stegen, that hairline is not
Nah,
it,
he
bro.
definitely look like me.
It's not it. Thank you for your service, though, but that's not it. Like, come on, bro.
Shout out
But-
to
Eli,
North
who are
Carolina.
y'all playing? Oh, wait.
That's not funny. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Anyways.
Don't do that. You know what?
But let's do favorites.
Damn.
Wait, favorites. I thought it was
Hold on,
favorites,
no,
bro.
He not even in UCL.
No, wait.
Damn.
You're not gonna attack me like this
Nah, bro,
unprovoked.
I was looking. That's why I was looking at my phone.
Damn.
Address it.
Do you even know what that is, bro?
I'm gonna address it because I'm the type of dude, bro.
What
I'm
type
not
of
gonna
dude
let
are you, bro?
I'm not gonna
What
let
type of dude are
nobody
you?
use the downfall of my team against me. Yes, Barca are in Europa. It's okay. It's cool. It happened.
Again.
We had a moment.
Again.
God damn it. We had a moment. Okay, we're rebuilding. We're doing much better. We beat your team the
In
other
a
day.
Super Cup. That's nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
what you
Okay.
saying
No,
over
no,
there?
enjoy it.
We beat your team.
Yeah.
Enjoy
team.
Yeah.
Sam, let the little Cubs have the Super Cup, right? Let the little Cubs have the Super Cup.
Say it with me.
Yeah.
Super Cup, bro. The
Don't let
two-game
him
We
talk.
building
tournament.
back up.
Don't let him
Two-game
talk.
tournament.
Building
Okay,
back
the
up.
two-game tournament. Have
You know what I'm
fun.
saying? We
Beautiful.
building back
Great.
up,
El Clasico
and it's
still.
okay. But at the end of the day, listen, here's how this is going to play out.
They look better. They look better.
Here's how this is going to play out. Barca's going to win La Liga.
I will say, we were talking about UCL, and then anyways, yeah.
Barca, we going to get back to it, but he provoked me because you want smoke. Because we going to get to your team. We going to get to your league.
I was looking for your club.
First of all.
I couldn't find it.
Barca going to win La Liga.
We coming back for you.
They're going to win Europa. Okay, and then next season, we back. We back on smoke, and I'm going to shut everybody up.
Bro,
For now, though,
I like Barca.
For now, we gonna talk about the teams that's in the Champions League.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's like, okay.
Cool.
No, you have
Cool.
Y'all playing
Cool.
you man playing the hot Spurs.
I don't know. We're both shit right now, so we'll see.
One thing that's very interesting for me, niggas talking about the form coming out for the World Cup. Definitely would like to see PSG's front three, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they've been fumbling recently in France.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because
It's
obviously
tight in France now.
Yeah.
they're playing Bayern though.
Oh, it might be a wrap for real.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Yo, Paris is
Bayern is
cursed.
scary, bro.
Paris is cursed
That's
in that
such a shame.
competition,
That's
bro.
such a shame.
I mean,
It
they
is.
did Bayern though. Like, what was it? Was it a semifinal?
That's gonna be a great.
Not in the final though, when it really.
No, of course.
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a crazy match.
That's a crazy match.
Okay, so we have Liverpool, Real Madrid as well, Gabe.
So
Real faltering a little bit, but I'm still going with us because Liverpool looks like doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool's bad.
Liverpool looks bad.
Liverpool is bad.
We're not at our best. We're still winning. We're not at our best, but Liverpool looks
Don't
bad.
sleep on.
I'm gonna shout out.
No, because they could go. No,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
very aware they could definitely go
They
crazy.
still
but
got Mo Salah.
They keep not going crazy.
Mo Salah.
I think it's gonna be. Listen, 2023, we just letting it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I think it's gonna be interesting with Liverpool though. If by that time, because I'm looking at the times of these games.
Valentine's Day shit, right?
Yeah, and Liverpool Real is the 21st of February.
The
If
week
Gakpo gets comfortable by then, that's a
Right.
different Liverpool.
That's a different.
Yeah, he's been shit recently.
That's
though.
the thing.
And
He's
Nunez?
looked bad. Nunez has looked bad.
As
too.
he should though, fake.
Nunez,
As he
bro,
should.
people been harsh on
He's
Darwin,
had half
bro.
a season. He's had half a season.
His
People been
positioning
harsh
is
on
amazing.
him.
His
positioning
finishing.
He's
is
always.
horrible.
That's the thing. I don't think it's horrible. Like it's been
literally
horrible for the
horrible.
time that he's been at Liverpool.
He looks
like
bad.
it's.
Are you?
Give
How are you
him
judging
time.
a striker? You haven't seen a striker play for your club in 10 years, bro.
Oh wow.
What do you mean?
Oh
You haven't seen
wow.
a striker play-
Okay, but
They
I
had
can talk
Wow.
about
Young man,
Nunez.
bro. What are you
That
talking
was
about?
10 years ago, bro.
Nah,
All I'm
bro.
saying is cut Darwin Nunez some slack,
That's
bro.
fair. Some slack
like
is
the kid, he's at least
You said
he's
10
getting
years?
the looks. He's getting the looks. He's where he's supposed
will-
to be. He just gotta be
Lukaku
more
did it.
Can I
clinical.
say something though? My sister doesn't watch a lot of footy, but she's like she likes Liverpool a little bit. She turned on one of their games and saw Nunez, the new player.
Oh, God.
And she objectively knew he was the worst player on the pitch, bro.
What?
She just like, bro,
He-
he just looks bad. And this is someone who doesn't even know football. Like, he just
you
looks.
know what I think?
He looks bad, bro.
You know what I think?
even if he's playing, like he just looks goofy. That's all.
You know what I
He
think?
looks bad.
Yo,
he looks bad.
Real talk.
I disagree.
Hey, real talk. I was real talk.
As a
bro.
former forward back in
I
my
used to be a
day,
Liverpool fan.
like that position, we talk about confidence and mental. It's
Oh.
all mental, bro. And right now
Might be
he's
more than
in a slump. So as a striker, if you're just missing, you're not hitting, you haven't seen the back of the net, it gets even harder the more you miss.
100.
And so for him, it's like I watch him. Everybody's joking and I feel bad because I'm like, dang, you know he's a quality player. He gets into the right position. He beats players one-on-one. He just literally cannot finish right now.
That's why
all mental.
He has
That's why
to
I
prove
don't-
that he can at this level, though. To be fair,
But I
Of
don't.
course.
he doesn't have a history.
That's the thing. It's just
he
a
just
slump.
got here.
He's a quality,
He's in a
keyword.
slump.
He's
He's in
a
a
quality player.
I don't
So
know that.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
we'll
gonna
see.
be.
I
I
think
don't
it's too
think
early.
it's something that's gonna last. I do think that eventually, again, if he gets around the right people, like what's his name, Emiliano Martinez, Argentina keeper. He was talking about how at some point he was in a real slump too. And he was, and I don't I'm using
You have to let it out, bro.
I'm using him as an example. Not that I love him as a player, as a
Mbappe,
person.
I'm with you always.
But just for the fact that notion that you have to get a little extra help. Like he said, he had to get a psychologist. He had to get some
He need
extra
another
help
one.
Yeah,
to help him get his confidence back.
It's
You know
all
what I'm saying?
confidence, just like in the
Okay.
bedroom.
That's what
It's all
happened.
confidence.
No, that's
You said what?
that's big.
Just like
Getting ready already for our Valentine's Day
just like in the
episode.
bedroom, bro. It's all up here.
Yeah, nah, trust.
If you're not right up here, you're not gonna be right down there.
yeah,
Why you showing your feet?
Cause I'm talking about footy, bro.
Eli is stupid.
I thought you was gonna talk about another down there, but okay.
Nah, that
Let's
down
go.
there too.
That's one of your kicks?
Take your macaroon, take your ashwagandha.
Okay.
Magnum, hey,
Shut up.
tonic wine.
You know what I'm saying? Honey pack. The honey-
I just want to say, I feel bad for him
How did?
We went from striker position.
Yo, listen.
Yo, niggas is making honey pack lemon pepper wings, bro.
The honey pack lemon pepper edition.
Go to the local bodega, get your honey pack, get shorty right, nigga. What?
Listen, bro.
Please, I beg, focus on football.
For athletes, I'm gonna say this right. I'm gonna say
If
this
you
right
don't
now.
promise, I will. Anyways,
Honey pack.
If you don't,
Gatorade edition, bro. Gatorade, get on that. Get on it. Make a honey pack collab for the athletes.
Okay.
Get them right.
all right. So while
It's gonna take the gates a whole new level.
While all the brothers are running around off of Gatorade and honey pack, what's supposed to happen?
Hey man,
You saw what happened with
we just wait.
you saw what happened with Mbappe and Hakimi. You saw what
Take the
happened.
honey pack and wait. That's all it is.
All right.
Take the honey pack and wait. And if you don't know what a honey pack is, Google it. Google it.
Just wait, sir.
And then come back to
That's the
five-side
funniest
comments and let us know.
That section gonna be in the Patreon.
Yo, we're making a Patreon.
Oh God.
Yo,
I wanted to say one thing about Darwin.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for him because
Yeah.
He's white.
he's
Hispanic? You know what I'm saying?
what the fuck happened to Gabe?
Bro said, you know what I'm saying?
I looked over the nigga.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm still laughing at this shit, bro. I'm fucked up, man. That nigga-
Mid podcast, he turned into Dr. Umar. What's going on with you,
He said, I'm sorry because he's white.
Nah, I just like.
Because he's white.
Nah, 'cause they think we're haters. I'm just playing it.
I don't even understand.
It's a joke, bro. It's a joke.
He's Hispanic.
It's a
Nah,
joke.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hispanic's not a race.
Nah,
It's not. It's a nationality. It's actually not a race.
It's not a nationality.
No, it's an ethnicity, no?
No, but it's not a race. You can be Hispanic, Asian, black, white, whatever. Yeah, it's actually not a race.
true.
Though. Like legitimately, it's not.
I
a
will
race.
say.
Darwin Nunez.
Because I'm Hispanic, but
Nah, the only thing about Nunez
That's
is
true.
that he didn't he take off his top in the community shield for scoring in the
that
community
relevant?
we
shield.
watched that at
Yes,
Chana's
but yes.
crib. We watched
No,
that
but
at
like
Chana's
if you
crib,
do
remember?
stuff like that, then things will happen to you. Because
Yeah,
why are
yeah.
you taking your shirt off in the
Bro,
community
that-
shield?
That was his debut.
Be humble,
That was
guy.
his
Yeah.
debut.
It's a community
okay.
shield, bro.
You can't be humble.
I'm just
in your
saying, I
debut.
feel
okay.
bad for him because he doesn't speak any English, and that's the hardest place to learn English, which is Liverpool.
Liverpool?
So he's just like raiding, and it's fucking gray all the time, and
Nah,
he's not
bro,
scoring,
but-
and it's these niggas things around him. I feel bad for him, bro.
That ass though.
Yo, them
If we're-
scouts and niggas talk
If we're
crazy,
talking
bro.
mental health, that's
That's
part
what I'm
of
saying.
it.
Like he doesn't understand anybody. It rains every day. He can't score, and every time he opens his fucking phone, Darwin, dude. Like he's probably like in a terrible mood
Nah,
all the
but
time.
Thiago speaks Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got some teammates that know.
Yeah,
I
they,
guess.
Yeah.
they're going to, yeah, hopefully they help him out. But
Shout out to Liverpool.
Also, is he
My
is he
God.
playing alongside Gakpo?
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
do they play
What
together?
happened to Jota?
I mean, Gakpo
bro?
I was
hasn't.
gonna
they
say
haven't
one
yet.
I don't
thing
know
too.
what's going on in
Jota got
Liverpool.
injured before the World Cup. Another thing that'll be interesting
Yeah.
for the Liverpool
Madrid
Madrid
game, yeah.
if Diaz come back.
He's quick.
Oh
He's
my
quick.
God.
If that nigga come back,
Yo,
I forgot about him, bro. I forgot about
Oh
Luis
my
Diaz,
God.
bro.
so he's a little demon.
Oh
Bro,
my God, where?
He has his
Bro.
He's
moments.
nice as fuck, actually.
He has his
No,
moments.
he's nasty, bro.
Yeah.
God,
He's
it's-
quick.
He's the best player in the Prem.
Bro,
Oh God.
what's wrong with you?
Kendrick says Luis Diaz is the best player.
All right, can we quickly go around?
Yeah.
You have just not even a sentence, bro. Just who do you think is gonna win? What? You have a story?
I'm sorry, bro.
You got a story?
No, he's apologizing for what the fuck he just said.
This nigga Eli is crazy, bro.
What you mean? I mean, yes, but what you mean?
I'm not. We'll talk about it after.
We gonna talk about it after.
Patreon. Now, say let's just go around like normal content and say
Yeah.
who we think is gonna win. the
Normal
UCL.
content.
Yeah.
There's no
Normal-
normal.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
start. Napoli is winning the Champions League. Napoli.
The Premier League.
Napoli is winning.
They
the
would
Champions
win the
League.
Premier League too, by the way.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Chelsea FC is winning the Champions League.
Nah.
Focus. Okay, we go. I'm gonna set it up again just for the listener.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Right? 'cause
If you're
like,
listening
you
to
know what I'm
this,
saying?
okay.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think is winning the Champions League? Sebastian.
I think Napoli is going to win the Champions League.
Chelsea FC is going to win the 2023 Champions League, just like they did 2 years ago.
Nobody give.
I'm going with Benfica. I know that might not be a popular choice, but hey,
Interesting.
Enzo,
Okay, bro. Next.
young player of the World Cup. Come on.
I think Bayern Munich will win the Champions League.
Good shout.
Yeah, I don't.
Good
see
shout.
it.
Okay, bye.
I'm sick of them winning anything. But
Is Neuer still hurt?
Yeah, he broke his leg skiing. Lol.
That's not funny, bro.
Yes, it is, bro.
It's kind of funny.
Breaking a leg is nuts. That's not a normal.
It's just because it's Neuer, bro. It's just
who you think is winning the Champions League, bro?
Honestly, I will say this take is one that's very, very, very educated. But I think Napoli, only because also like they have a very strong midfield and also like teams might not be checking for them. Like, I'm waffling crazy. I'm just saying shit.
No,
Now you killed it, bro.
They're the best team in the world right now. Like, their momentum is crazy.
I tried to be deep, but that wasn't hitting.
Them niggas have not
You
lost.
killed it, bro.
Nah.
They only lost one game all season.
Who, in Napoli? No, they look amazing. No. If the draw's right, minimum for me, semifinal. My only thing for Napoli is if they run into the big name who's ready for it.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if Napoli gets it this year.
I'll put 100 on Chelsea right now.
I think look high key though. The day
Off
that
the rails.
So you put it on hand. He's extending his hand.
the day
$100.
No, he's putting on FanDuel.
on
but-
FanDuel.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait.
Useless.
I will say
Screen recorded because I'm gonna put it in the pod.
I got you.
Yeah.
crying, son. I will say
all right.
if in Paris Messi realizes it's a World Cup winning year and realizes if he wins the Champions League, he solidifies a lot. Mbappe realizes he just lost the final and he got to go after it. And then Neymar is like, listen, I just might as well win something this year.
Yeah.
If them three collab,
I'm with you too. I'm picking Bayern or PSG.
that's
for
what I'm saying.
now,
I think
for now.
PS, if they fix up, but that's the thing with them.
Yeah.
Hey man, very, very, very interesting picks. And y'all let us know also. DM us, comment, let us know who y'all think is gonna win the Champions League and who are the dark horses. Just your opinions overall, because you guys matter and we love y'all. But
Black
also
lives matter.
in all
What do you say?
yes, Black Lives do matter.
Black Lives
But
matter,
yes,
bro.
for the rest of in other football news,
Yeah.
the Women's World Cup is also this year. and
Three-peat on the way, U.S. Women's National
it's
Team. Let's
happening-
get it.
Speak on it. It's happening
on.
in New Zealand this
Yeah.
year, and also,
Yep.
Let's go. Fuck it, why not?
yo, the U.S. is the U.S. Women's National Team has already had some games earlier
on.
this year. I was watching the one versus New Zealand, 5-0.
4-0 before that, too.
Crazy,
Yeah, cooking 'em.
crazy.
Saying, that was good to watch. That goal from Rodman to was it Mal?
Swanson, no. Mal Swanson. She got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mallory
Congrats,
Swanson.
yo.
Congrats to Mallory Swanson, formerly known as Pew, FKA. You know what I'm saying?
We love.
Baller. We love.
We love, but
Love, for real.
rooting for the women's national team. It was interesting. I was able to see them at Rebels Arena last year in one of the games. I think it was against Germany, but
Yeah.
World Cup's gonna be tough. Other countries are really, trying to
Yeah.
catch up, trying to touch the one, but they're gonna do so much.
I saw them in Paris during the World Cup when they beat Chile 3-0 in the group stage. Went on to win the World Cup, their fourth, and go back-to-back after winning it in 2015. I'm feeling the three-peat.
Shout out
Let's do
to the England team as well, who we saw in Sheffield.
We did, yeah.
He
The Euro
balled out on
semifinal.
Sweden, yo.
2-0, I
We
think it
watched
was.
them cook Sweden. It was
Super.
it was more than that.
Oh, at the end they started getting a bunch. Yeah. We watched
They-
the final watch party at Box Park. Nuts.
And they have some ballers, so
Yeah.
it's always, rooting for US, but if England does well, I'll be happy too.
I just like how more competitive women's football continues to get. There's so many countries that are finally starting to catch up. Like Spain's women's team is getting better. Italy's women's team is getting better. So it's just really good to see, man. The hype's getting bigger every year.
Yeah.
Very, very excited for it.
Another thing that's cool to see about women's football is that like the teams that are in the Women's World Cup are teams that you'd never see on the men's side, like nations that you'd never
Sometimes,
see. on the men's
yeah,
side.
New Zealand,
like
for instance. who's
Jamaica,
hosting.
Vietnam, the
Yeah.
Philippines. Like those are interesting countries.
I think, yeah, Japan won a World Cup for the women's side, which you would almost never see. You would never see in the men's side
Zambia,
now.
Zambia is in the Women's World
Hey.
They
Cup.
have a super baller.
Shout out
That's cool.
Zambia.
Shout out
Going
to
crazy, I
Zambia,
think, during AFCON
bro.
last year.
Kabwe.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Chanda. Big up Chanda,
Shout out
bro.
to Zambia, bro. Hey, but Jamaica,
I'm rooting
they got
for
some
Zambia.
ballers too.
Shout out the Swansea sisters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
bro.
Fact.
Fire.
so,
They made their first World Cup. Was it the last one, the one before?
not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's
but
one
recent.
of them. But yeah, bro, shout out them.
We
Need
out
us
to New
Jamaica
Zealand.
kits coming out too.
Bro,
we
New
out to New
Zealand?
Zealand.
We out to
Pulling
New
up?
We need to
Pulling
be
up?
because the TV time is gonna be terrible.
Oh,
We need to be
facts.
out. Yeah.
Listen,
New Zealand is like, bro, it's like 13 hours.
Speaking of which, sponsors, if you're trying to fund
Yo,
Women's World Cup, 5-a-side,
anything.
you know what I'm saying?
else. Come on.
Or anything else.
Put your
yes.
ad right here.
Yo,
We'll make
let
some
us
great content
let us
for
know.
it.
Hit us up. Email us. Hit us up on AIM, on High Five, on Twitter,
Kick.
on everything, bro.
Yeah.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Discord, all that.
OnlyFans, for
Oh,
sure.
you wasn't. This was before your time. Man,
Right.
High Five. Y'all
What?
remember High Five? AIM?
I remember.
AIM, not high
I had
five.
AIM.
I never heard no high
Bro,
five.
High Five was crazy. In Haiti, High Five was big.
I don't know.
Eli,
I don't want to know. bro.
Eli was going crazy.
Come on.
Hey, nah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
High
yeah,
five
yeah.
for 5-a-side.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
my
God.
parents will never know about this. But
I'm crying.
yeah, man, definitely looking forward to the Women's World Cup. And once all the teams have been, because there's still some playoff games to be played.
Yeah.
But once we have kind of a full lineup of all the teams, then we could
dive
get
into
into our predictions and brackets and all of that good stuff. But very exciting. A World Cup year. for men's or women's is always exciting. So we're going to be talking about a whole lot of that. Also, MLS has not started yet, but
Coming
a lot
soon.
of exciting
February.
things that are brewing. Apple got the rights
Every
to
game.
the exclusive rights to every single MLS match. And it seems like there's a lot of things that's been going on behind the scenes. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces in terms of hosts and things like that. Shout out Maurice Edu, who's going to be a host for Apple in the MLS this season. And is this a good thing or a bad thing? Seeing that there's been so much talk of streaming services and how divided it is. You gotta have like 5, 6, 7 different subscriptions. So
It's becoming
you can watch,
cable.
Yeah, so you can watch all of that, but it's so separated that you're having to pay so much money. You got to pay for Peacock. You got to pay for ESPN Plus. You got to pay for Paramount, like to watch so many leagues. That people end up going on the illegal streaming sites to watch it because, like, allegedly,
not us.
Allegedly, not us.
We pay for all of our streaming.
Yeah, of course.
Big shout out to Paramount,
for
my
sure.
previous employer.
Yes, absolutely. But allegedly, that's something that I've seen like on Reddit and on Twitter. That people are like, yo, fans are resulting to that, especially and even in Europe, like it's the same thing. We see it on this side.
It's a good fucking point.
But a lot of people are doing that because they feel like I want to watch the game, but I can't afford to now. So the fact that now like all the MLS games are gonna be on Apple, good thing, bad thing.
I'm not too mad at it because from what I see, at least with ESPN and like our main sports cable channels, they don't even show that many games anyways. And so if Apple TV is already pretty popular in terms of like TV and movies, and it comes with certain Apple subscriptions in general, adding in all those MLS games for free for people who might not have watched it but are on that streaming service. And then if you do like the league, everything's in one place. You can watch every single game. I think it'd actually be a bit more beneficial. I think Taylor Twellman was tweeting about how we can like talk about MLS and not have to worry about the other things within a sports network, and they can really focus on it and not worry about what other people are saying. So I think that could be very good too.
Plus, I think it fits really well into the fact that Ted Lasso is also on Apple TV.
TV show.
And so I think that the fact that it's like that narrative of, the character of, American coach coaching in England, and this like the top soccer show right now, soccer-based show, and it's become so popular, and then now the MLS is within that same network or that same entity. I think that's something that fits with the same narrative and the same family. So I think it's a good move. I'm excited to see what Apple is gonna do to further the scene here and the game here, and who knows, Apple, five-a-side partnership. Hit us up, email us.
I'm not gonna lie.
You go do some beautiful things.
You want to see more content from Five-a-Side for all the brands here, sponsorship and funding, man.
I'll say too, like just from a business perspective, like if you see a major corporation like Apple, worldwide, one of the top tech companies in the world, making a conscious investment in something, that's a sign that they're either going to be the catalyst to make it grow, or it's already growing in itself, and they believe that they need to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so to see the domestic soccer league in the U.S. being purchased by the #1 tech company in the world, it's like, okay, either they know something we don't,
that's
or they
see
see the vision that other people not seeing that we've been trying to tell people about for the long.
More often than not, it's because behind the scenes or just through the grapevines, they already see where this is going. And they're just like, we need to get it.
They need to get a piece of the pie.
More often than not, it's not like just seeing the division. It's like, this thing is already climbing.
It's gonna make
we
them
see
money.
that leading up to the World Cup and all of that. Like we see the reception to the game during the past World Cup. Like we have to get a piece of that pie. And I love it. If it's gonna help elevate the game, then I'm all for it.
And as a La Liga fan, and I have ESPN Plus to watch La Liga, having every single La Liga game in one spot and Copa del Rey and Supercopa is really convenient.
Absolutely.
So having MLS have the same vibe is really nice.
I was going to add too, Apple is American, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
out of Cali.
And so the thing that's interesting about that, I don't know how the Apple TV is integrating itself in society. Me, I don't have Apple TV.
It's growing.
I would like one. You know what I mean?
Send them one.
It's interesting because the sport, we could talk about footy culture all day in America, but the sport is being passed up instead of being passed down. You know how other sports, for instance, baseball, football, traditionally American sports.
Interesting.
The father,
the young people,
the mother, pass it down to the kids. And so if Apple TV is something that's getting more popular with the younger age, and footy is the thing that the younger age is passing up, that could be the intersection right there.
It's a big streaming service for sure.
Man,
Interesting.
It's not Netflix, maybe it's not Hulu, but it's right there. They got some really good shows.
Their production
Severance too.
level is really good.
Severance is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
you
Shout out
watched
you
it?
for putting me on. Incredible show.
Amazing.
Like award-winning shows. Incredible.
there's shows on Apple TV that's not elsewhere.
Yeah, it's a streaming service.
And they have
You don't need an Apple TV to watch it. It's just a service.
Oh,
Called Apple TV. But there also are Apple physical TVs.
I need
You can
to
watch it on your phone.
The thing about
Yeah,
Apple
phone.
TV though, the one thing is Apple TV is not available in Europe. So if you want to grow the MLS abroad, I don't know if that's their
But
mentality.
But is ESPN available in Europe? Probably
No,
not.
it's not.
So regardless.
But I mean, you can watch La Liga in Europe.
That's
Like what I'm saying
interesting
is like the
point,
MLS wanting to grow itself to a foreign market, like
that's not the way to do it.
it's a little difficult because the streaming service that now owns the sole rights to the league is not able to be shipped.
broadcast.
So then maybe,
broadcast,
maybe they're not really trying to. In the near future, maybe they're not really trying to expand to those other markets. Maybe they're trying to make this a thing
For
here
Yeah.
first,
perhaps.
and then have everybody else catch up after.
I will say Apple could also make an update to the Apple's streaming service to have it allow for international users because iPhones are everywhere.
True.
So I don't think it's forever going to be just a US sort of thing.
Yeah.
too.
Also depends if the rights make it exclusive to Apple TV. Like if
It
they
is,
allow them to tap into other streaming services and rights.
Listen, man. Speaking of American markets and just entertainment, I'm gonna let you break this down
Yeah.
because this is so interesting to me. The drama that's been going on with the U.S. men's national team.
It's nuts, bro.
Because this seems like some keeping up with the Kardashian type stuff.
Yeah,
Like
what's going
this
on?
is
Yeah.
stuff that would only happen in the U.S. But break
Bro.
it down, Gabe.
So, for those who may or not know, there's an American player named Giovanni Reyna who plays on BVB Dortmund, one of the bigger teams in Germany. He's
Baller
really
still.
good. Yeah, bro. He scored a world-class volley today to win a tough 4-3 game. But he was not selected to play much during the World Cup because of beef with the coach, Greg Berhalter. Coach Greg Berhalter knows Giovanni's father, Claudio Reyna, very well, who played on the U.S. men's national team. He played on Man City. They were even college roommates, I believe, at UNC Chapel Hill. He was one of the best men at each other's weddings. The wives played together in college, too. I mean, super, super tight. And apparently there was an incident between Greg Berhalter and his wife, I believe around 30 years ago. And that information only came out now, they're saying, because Coach Berhalter was not playing Claudio's son, Giovanni Reyna. People are saying that this is very much the American soccer culture in terms of how the parents are so invested and feel like their kids have entitlement to be able to play.
It's true.
It shows how this is kind of like a old boys club in terms of like how all these people know each other. They've been around for 40 years together, how it's kind of like a close society and harder to break into the top of U.S. soccer. So a lot of different storylines. I personally feel kind of bad for Gio because I think he's one of our most talented players, and I don't think he had anything to do with information about this happening to Greg's wife 30 years ago and that incident. I don't think he wanted all this drama and attention. Like the celebration he did today, bro, he's just trying to bow out and close out all the noise. But lots of drama between the pops and his mom and the coach. I think the coach might be on the way out now too. So just a lot. It's a whole mess. I personally, I'm just with the player Gio himself. The mess, I don't know all the facts behind because a lot of he said, she said. You know, the wife of Claudio Reyna was saying that she gave this information without hoping it was going to go public. So there was thought it was never going to go public. But
Berhalter
we don't know it's true, bro.
confirmed the incident though.
No, the incident did happen. We know that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it too much.
Yeah.
But because there's so much details to
Yeah.
it. But it was basically a domestic violence incident.
Yeah.
And Greg kind of owned up to it, and I guess that the whole case had been resolved, and it's kind of something that was like, because it was resolved, it was kept like internally, and it wasn't something that was brought back up.
Yeah.
And I guess they were using Gio's parents were using that as a way to blackmail him.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, we gonna bring this back to the limelight if you don't play our son.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the Zeus network, bro. Y'all, this is feeling like Krishan and Blueface. Like, what is going on?
At the same time, though, this is probably what's happening at every major club, and we just don't know about it.
No,
In terms of blackmail?
there's shady
Yeah.
stuff that happened,
Yeah.
for real. But the fact that it's so in the open now, and it makes us look bad because on this side of the world, when it comes to football, people are already thinking, and which bro, it's not like we're out here looking at the other side of the world like, oh, we care so much what y'all think about the American football scene or anything.
Yeah.
No. But at the end of the day, you don't want to help the constant chatter about, oh, Americans, it's all Hollywood and smoking mirrors and all drama and whatever. We don't want to contribute to that. Not just because of the image that it presents to outsiders, but just for us, it's not healthy. It's something that I feel like, again, if there are certain issues, it should be handled internally. There should be no sort of blackmailing anybody in terms of issues that have nothing to do with the game. Okay, and if it's a legal problem, if it's been resolved by the justice system fairly already,
and I don't even
then
think it went to court.
Yeah,
it was a personal thing.
That's one of the things that I would say. That's just quickly. It's very unfortunate for them. Like whatever they've gone through to resolve it in house.
Yeah.
As a couple, as a family, but continue.
Yeah. Plus, that's another thing is when you've gone to something so personal and so real, you don't want the whole world to be experiencing that with you. And so for something like that to just involuntarily just be brought to the limelight, and he has had to put out a statement and everything, and even not so much for Greg, but his wife, also. So I think it's just messy, and that's not the type of mess that we want in the game, bro. Like, on the pitch mess, type of stuff. That's cool.
But hey, French national team, they're known for their mess. They got a couple World Cups, so we're getting with the elite now.
I was about to say, some people actually, some like United States fans actually think this is good. Like, obviously, it's not good for the families involved. But some people actually say like, oh, this is good for the game because now it's actually bringing the attention of other people the same way we look the French national team and
always
German
drama.
national team and all these other teams are always having these Hollywood newspaper, front of the newspaper type stories. They're like, oh, look, now we have something to gossip about. Because at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's real people's lives that are involved, but at the end of the day, people want to see the crazy stories. They want to read the threads on Twitter. And so, again, it's unfortunate. I'm not happy that this happened.
Of course,
but it is interesting to see, like, from the perspective of a media person, like, oh, we love the attention.
Because I saw people talking about that who didn't talk about their World Cup results. Or who didn't talk about a young player developing. But you want to talk about the drama, so
I will say
it is eyes. But
it's a fact. People love Wahala. I think one of the things, too, if we're going to be honest, the U.S. pumps sports crazy in this country.
The craziest.
You go to any other country, nobody pulling up to high school basketball games deep the way they doing out here. And so if we're going to realize that footy's going to grow, you're bringing all the bullshit with that.
Yeah.
Like, look at the AAU culture.
Nuts. You saw them third graders on Twitter going viral?
Son.
Bro said.
You know what I'm saying? And AAU, you know how AAU parents get? Some of these some basketball parents be wilding. Be watching the kids. That's what's gonna happen for real. As it gets what?
That's gonna be me with my son.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Or my daughter.
I just know you're gonna be a crazy footy parent. Bro.
Definitely.
You know what's crazy? I will too.
Y'all gonna make your kids play footy?
I will too.
Are y'all gonna make your kids play footy?
Project Mbappe.
Introduce them
immediately.
But you can never force.
A kid
I
wouldn't want to do that. Okay. If they want to, let's get it.
Yeah,
for
facts.
real. But if you
can never force a kid to do something. Okay.
That's how you build a bad relationship.
Let me show you.
Oh my God, you so Haitian.
Don't be
I was about to say, like, that's my parents. They got the one-on-one. The rule book 101.
Can't just say, man, never have a choice.
Oh my God. But yo, speaking of mess, speaking of drama, it's not just in the U.S. It's not just in the American scene.
Talk about it.
It's a whole lot of mess going on in Italy too, especially coming from Torino. Juventus.
Oh God.
Handed a 15-point deduction. 15 points from their points in Serie A because of manipulations with transfers and tampering with what
Okay, so like,
please explain.
What angle do you want me to? I'm a Milan fan, so what angle do you want me to come?
Be objective.
Be like a reporter on the situation.
Be objective.
Serie A history of it, because we know about 2006.
Juventus is like known to be one of the most corrupt teams like of all time. They have I think their third, their third instance in which they've had to deal with sanctions and punishment from the Italian league due to their mismanagement of funds, like bribery, thievery, like not signing players on the right, like not like putting the right amount of of money into certain places with their players, not paying people, falsifying taxes. Like a lot of the stuff they do is just like straight up illegal. I don't know, 15 points honestly like seems like a little bit off. Like they got off easy. Like to be honest, like if what you're doing is not in accordance with the laws of the league, you should not be in the league.
Right.
You should be moved down to the lower league.
That's what happened in 2006, right?
Yeah, they should.
There's a precedent for it.
You get relegated,
to them before. And the fact that they didn't learn from it's the same club that made the same mistakes and they got less of a punishment.
Less than 20 years later, too.
For deeper context, like this was in 2006, which was what, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
2006, 15 years ago, Juventus got sanctions for it was
match fixing.
Match fixing, and basically there was an investigation, and there were a bunch of phones that were tapped. They basically tapped a whole bunch of Italian football executives' phones, referees. They tapped everybody's phones, and from their phone conversations, they realized that there was a lot of shady things going on. And it wasn't just Juve at the time. Fiorentina was one of the teams that was involved in that too. Milan too. And but
Real Madrid.
They're not in Italy, bro.
They were involved somehow.
Somehow they were involved, bro. But in that whole scandal, Juventus ended up being relegated from the Serie A. And so they went to Serie B, fought their way back. They won that easily because they were Juve and they were a great team at the time still. Yeah. They kept a lot of their players, and so they came back the following year. But to see, and they ended up being acquitted in 2015 at everything. Not that I think they were actually innocent, but they were acquitted. There ended up being one referee who actually got jail time. He got like 1 year. But other than that, it kind of just blew over. But they don't learn.
It works in Italy. That's how it works.
But again, because nobody got locked up and some people got bans. Like even right now, like some of the Italian officials are getting like 8-month ban. The biggest one is like a 30-month ban for some Juve officials. But that's it. Like nothing else happens. It's the same thing with FIFA. It's the same thing with every other organization in this game. Yeah. The power runs so deep that the same mistake is going to repeat itself because no one serves no time. Send them to Rikers and see if Juve keep doing this,
Who are you talking to? When you say send them to Rikers, you're talking to a certain power that you think has the power to send them to Rikers.
Well,
but the people you're talking to are the people who are in power.
So exactly. Like, I'm saying this like I'm saying it sarcastically because again, the money is running through their justice systems, through the authorities, through football, through the government, through everything. So there's never gonna be anything of substance, any sanction of substance that's gonna hit these people to actually make them stop. Again, there's too much bread in the game already. Yeah. Like it's gonna be for show. They're gonna be like, oh, Juve gets minus 15 points.
Do they have mob ties,
whatever,
bro?
Of course.
I was just
Come
saying,
on.
Of course, every club in Italy is tied to the mafia in some way.
The local one?
Like every single club in Italy is owned in some part.
You think so?
But I know so. Like,
I would like a piece.
Like, that is exactly no. You
said you would like a piece.
You actually wouldn't like a piece because it's serious business.
Yeah, I don't want
you
dirty
think I'm
money.
not a serious businessman?
Are you killing people over the points?
You think I'm gonna say that on camera? Come on, bro.
This man goes to law school, bro.
Serious
This man goes to law school.
You the feds now?
Eli's just out of his own shit.
All I'm saying is the Italian league is like that. That's just how it is. Which I think, like in some part, is like you can romanticize it. You can be like, oh, every team is like that. Then it's kind of interesting, and it's an interesting way to like exist in a sports league. But at the same time, like it just means that the rich will never get punished. The people that commit the infractions will never have any like consequences applied to them, and it'll just keep going.
That's true. Corruption, Dave, everywhere.
You know how it is.
One big thing that we didn't hit on. That's one of the biggest news in football right now, and you could give us some more context to it because, we know Seb with the Saudi Arabia, with the Middle East news overall. We go get some more context on that. But Ronaldo officially is a Al Nassr player. Yeah, just want to get the pronunciation as correct as possible. But very big transfer, obviously, from United with all the drama with the World Cup and Manchester that's been going on. He ended up making the transfer to Saudi Arabia. They recently played a friendly versus PSG, which is probably going to be the final time we see Messi and Ronaldo play each other.
For now.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nasser's
again.
rival Al Hilal is trying to buy him for $400 million a year.
Yeah,
See, bro.
but
I might-
for a while, I think this is gonna be the last of it.
I hope so.
Very interesting. They ended up. There was an. Yeah, there's so much to that I'm gonna let you explain. But one thing that I was mad at is the fact that they had kicked off Abubakar off of Al Nassr. But then I learned that it was more of he ended up being on, like they were only allowed to have 8 foreign players. Yeah. And with Ronaldo coming in, Ronaldo was the 9th player, and Abubakar just ended up being the one that they were like, yo, you gotta go. But so then he ended up going back to Besiktas, which, you know, he's played in before. He's won the league with multiple times. So shout out to Abubakar, man.
Yo,
we rocking with Abubakar. But
Uncle Vince.
yeah, just with that whole the culture of now of post Middle Eastern World Cup. Now Ronaldo going to Saudi Arabia.
What does it mean?
Context, bro, for the people.
I think, like, one of the things that I think people don't like realize is how like everything actually ends up being connected. Bein Sports, I don't think like a lot of people realize that Bein Sports is a it's a Qatari owned network.
Yeah.
It's completely like, it's a term that like I learned in like media school where it's like when you like when you blanket something. When you take the cultural like, when you take like the cultural like significance from something and you like have it, and you remove it, Bein Sports has never marketed itself as a Qatari-based network.
Yeah, that's true.
No one really thinks of Bein Sports as a Qatari-based network. Just like when you think about something like Sony is Japanese.
Yeah,
people don't really like think of Sony and think, oh, this is a Japanese brand.
Yeah,
Bein Sports is in the very same thing. And so like when you look at all these different positionings that are coming up in the world of soccer, PSG is owned by the same people that own Bein Sports, who are the same people that managed to get Messi to PSG. So getting Messi to Saudi Arabia is a very easy step because those people are all in power. It's that same ring of people.
Yeah.
So it's all connected.
And guess what league they show on Bein Sports? Ligue 1, the French league.
Yep. And also in it's being reported that Saudi Arabia are trying to make a bid for the 2030 World Cup. And so getting Cristiano Ronaldo to go to Saudi Arabia
creates an environment. Yeah.
It creates that whole environment.
I'll pop out.
Furthermore, bro, there's a lot of
There's more.
No, of course. But there's a lot of connections to it. Like we see even the Globe Soccer Award. Shout out to the Globe Soccer Award too.
Shout out
but
to you, man.
They've been constantly
What
like
you know about
Nominated. Globally nominated.
Hey,
Influencer of the year.
Globally nominated.
Kabi?
man.
Kabi got it.
Kabi got it.
Shout out to
That's fair.
Kabi
Kabi
though.
got it.
But
He not Eli though.
But that's
True.
On God, theft.
that's like an award show
Kabi, on the
that's
show.
been constantly like growing and growing and growing. And they've gotten
That's good
they've
shit.
gotten the Ronaldo nod. They've gotten the Mbappe nod. They've gotten a lot of like big juggernauts in the football space.
Even the Super Cup in Spain, the
Bro.
Super Cup in Italy gets
Yeah.
played in Riyadh.
120 million for that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it just,
what's up
it
with
just,
that though? No,
120
I don't
million.
want to pause
And they
it.
changed the whole format too.
But
two hands
how
up.
you take the cup out of the country
Money.
and move
bread,
into it?
bro.
Yeah,
So
but
La
what does
Liga
that
was
mean,
given $120 million to have it for 3 years.
bro? But
bread,
nah, for real,
bro.
for real.
Now
What is
they're
that?
getting
What is
paid
that?
too.
What does that mean for the game though? Like imagine the NBA Finals was in freaking Beijing.
They just played a game in Paris.
No, but imagine the Finals was in Beijing. You still rocking with the NBA?
Well, Super Cup's not equivalent to
Yes.
NBA Finals,
Yeah.
but
No, but you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
bro?
like a trophy
a
game.
major like
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah, if they
It's-
played Game 7 in a foreign country, that'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
Game-
What would be interesting
Nah, 'cause
about
you the
that?
fans. A Super
That's what I'm
Cup I
saying.
get because it's like an award of the trophy winners of last year or second place and shit. But nah, that would be nuts. A Game 7 or an actual Cup final or like a big La
I was
Liga.
about to say,
That's different.
Wasn't there even chess at some point? The
Champions League
UCL
final,
final
yes.
being in America, like that's much, bro. UCL is definitely a European
Yeah,
tournament.
because
Yeah,
it's just
literally.
like I don't know. It
There's
literally
fans everywhere. Y'all,
Yeah.
No, it's
there's
a-
Real Madrid fans that are
Of
just
course.
as diehard as the Real Madrid fans in
100.
Madrid.
Yeah, but you want to play in the Bernabeu in
Just
your
as
semi-final
hard- just
home
as
game of the
diehard.
Copa del Rey.
Them niggas wake up way earlier or way later and watch just. as
yeah,
much.
but like a New York Knicks fan living in New York
It's
is never
different.
gonna be the same as a
disagree.
New York Knicks fan in
That
London.
fundamentally, I disagree with that point.
How?
I don't think that the location that you live in has anything to do with how much of a
How?
fan you are of a team.
I
How?
can't say anything.
I don't think it does because
They can't-
There's levels.
There's
Just-
exceptions to
yo,
that
there are
rule.
You're
people
in a
in
different
Bangladesh.
environment though.
there are people in Bangladesh that are more fans of the Brazilian national team than fucking Brazilians.
No, it's true. It's true. No,
That's wild,
No,
though.
that's
That's
true
wild,
though.
though.
It's
I'm not-
true. Like I don't
That's
think
true.
No,
though.
it exists,
How,
but
though?
generally
Because
you'll
passion.
find generally
grow up
you'll
on it. It's
find
the only
more
thing you can
of
watch on-
diehard.
Wait. But this is my point. This is
This is a good convo.
this is my point though. The number one fan of the Brazil national team in Brazil is more of a fan than the number one fan of the Brazilian national team in Bangladesh. That's more what I'm getting at. Like the people who are real.
Are you more of a fan because you wake up at 3 a.m. every morning to watch?
That's a different hustle. But there's not ever gonna be the same as being able to walk down the street and go see a team
from those neighborhoods who grew up with Neymar.
That's what I'm saying.
Them on the screen,
and even just the culture.
Favelas, it's my country. What it means as football being our biggest export, like that personal nationality connection is something that you cannot tap into. Even with Knicks fans in Chicago, it's not the same as growing up in Brooklyn or the Bronx or Harlem.
I don't think
and going by MSG on the train. Like that's just not the same vibe, bro.
To counter your point, the Bangladeshi kid that turns on the TV and the only thing he's ever allowed to watch, because it's the only channel that gets showed on TV, is the Brazilian games. That kid, all he has ever seen in media his whole life is Neymar, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and he had to choose at a certain age whether he was going to be a fan of Argentina or Brazil.
It's people in Bangladesh. Hold on, no. All I'm saying is, it's people in Bangladesh right now saying, "Put some respect on my country, bro. We got more than one channel."
Yeah, that was wild.
He said the only thing I've ever seen my entire life.
Yo, made it up completely.
The only thing that I've ever known.
Nah, that was a good story though. That was a story.
I love it.
I was honestly just regurgitating what you said about Haiti. I'm not gonna lie.
I will say
made that whole shit
funny
up.
as fuck. That's why I had to, bro. This nigga's not serious. Nah, the thing I will say is
true. That's how
he
it
has
works.
a point. One of my friends, for me,
That's a choice. He wasn't born with it.
he was he grew up in Pakistan. He's from Pakistan. He was saying how there's places in Pakistan, the Brazilian love for the culture, because you know Brazil has a strong football culture. I will say to what you're saying about the location, the passion, you know what I'm saying, could be everywhere. However, it's different with the person who's growing up playing ball every day, has a basketball, walking past Madison Square.
Yeah.
It's game 7 and it's like, yo, where these niggas at? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, having it in different places could grow the game. So it depends on what you're trying to build. It's a tough one.
It's just different when the nationality is your nationality.
Yeah, and the
It's
culture
something you can't tap into. The culture around it.
is already part of it. It's already part of it.
Language, everything. It's just different.
I don't know if y'all saw them photos in Bangladesh, bro.
No, I'm not saying
It's not taken away.
fans.
It's not taken
We're
away.
not saying they're not big fans, bro, but it's just
different.
Even me as a Real Madrid fan, it would be different if I grew up in Madrid.
As an organization, too, it also, like, if you're able to have that moment at Madison Square and you a Knicks and you bring back the chip, you would want to end that. That only boosts the arena.
Let me tell you, as a Knicks fan, if it's game 7, we're finally about to win a ring since the 70s, and these niggas want to play in Paris, I will kill somebody.
But that's
I know, but you know what I'm saying, bro. I'm hypothetically.
No, don't feed it.
But that's
I just what?
But that's what this all started with. That's the original question I'm posing, because it's like that's the direction it's heading in. Because even in the NFL, the NFL is playing games in London now,
Mexico,
NBA playing games abroad, and it's just like, okay, that's all money makers. And I get it, spread the game around the world, but it also takes away from the fans here who also sacrifice their money, sacrifice their time, sacrifice their energy to support their local team.
I think it can be done correctly, but if it started being playoff games, that's just nuts to me. But having a random NBA regular season game in Paris, I'm not too mad at that.
I'm mad at that.
Look, 1 out of 82 for those two teams.
I'm mad at that. Bro, either way, being a football fan is not a competition, bro. Like, we love football fans all over the world. And that's something that, again, that I be talking, cause in Europe, they be looking at us like, y'all not real fans. And I'm here to say, bro, whatever your experience as a football fan is all over the world is valid. And we love y'all, especially if you watch Five-A-Side. We love Five-A-Side fans. We love all our audience members wherever you're from.
Shawty,
so
like
that's
a
why
melody.
we love putting y'all. We love putting y'all at the forefront, bro. That's a banger.
Bro.
Shorty's like a melody
in my head that I can't keep. Oh, got me singing like na 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 every day. Got my iPod stuck on replay. It's a banger.
Hey, come on. Got the shades on.
I'm glad we all know that. I'm so glad we all know that.
Come on.
Fans, we ask y'all, of course, as always, to let us know your thoughts, questions, anything that you want to tell us. And we going to start with, shout out Chet Dot, man. Chet Dot, always showing love. Saying, should Man United go for Kane or Osimhen?
We talked about that, right?
Let's just do one round table real quick. Which one?
Seaman always gets
Seaman.
me.
Just
But go ahead.
say the name you want, and we'll just go to the next one. We got it.
Yes.
I mean, Victor like presents a different type of versatility. However, if we're being honest though, Kane should push for that move.
Oh, Seaman.
Seaman.
Kane.
Seaman.
Kane.
It makes
Seaman's too scrappy.
It makes too much sense for Kane. Also, one thing about Kane is going to that type of team, he'll get time to adjust.
Yeah.
Victor's not getting that much.
If Harry Kane goes to Manchester United, I'm not watching the Premier League ever again.
What?
You heard it here first.
That's a strange.
Oh my goodness.
And he's a Chelsea fan. That's funny as fuck.
I don't want to see that. It's mad ugly.
It is ugly. It's very gross.
It's really disgusting.
It's
I'll
really
throw
like
up.
Literally.
it's the white British agenda. Like
No, but that makes sense
like,
though.
that's disgusting.
it is.
bro.
It's nasty.
Rashford and Kane, I'll actually throw up.
Yeah, it's nasty behavior.
Wait, which one? I think it's because you don't like Kane, right?
Yes, bro.
All right.
Yeah, that's nasty
Lee
behavior, bro.
Lee got Bonds says, where do y'all see Barcelona in the future? By the way, love y'all podcast. Goat emoji, fire emoji.
Yeah.
We love you too.
Love, bro.
Gang. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Where do you see Barcelona in the future? I'm
Bottom
gonna
of the
answer this
table.
one.
Go
Listen,
crazy. You got it. Only you. Go ahead.
listen,
Sorry.
man. And this is gonna be a heartfelt moment. I just want y'all, if you're listening to this and you're not watching, I just want you to come closer. You know what I'm saying? Just come closer and get real comfortable, because this is gonna be a sincere one. Football Club Barcelona, we're heading for the top. You know, we've had a little bit of a slump. We've been looking like a dump.
Play the royalty-free music.
Like Ice Spice said, a lot of teams wanted to rump. But now we coming back at the top, and we ain't never gonna stop. Barcelona going from bop to bop. Yo, listen,
Like
this is for the Patreon, but y'all getting this for free.
For free.
Either way, Barcelona's coming back. We beat Real Madrid the other day.
How can I
We
lose if
gonna
I'm
beat
already
them again.
chose?
Whenever we meet them, we gonna win the Europa League. Barcelona is coming back on top, yo. You heard it right here. You heard it right here.
Are y'all
We
gonna start respecting your players, or?
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, business is business.
Next
Okay?
up, bro. Next
Listen, y'all seen could have been records. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out
Business is
Drewski.
business.
Drewski, come on the pod, bro.
Yeah.
Drewski, come on.
Yeah.
New York.
That'd be
Yeah, all that,
Drewski
all
on
that.
the-
Yeah, all I'm saying is, yo, Barca's coming back on top, man. Like, the Xavi system is
You said
working.
what?
Shout out to Pedri. Shout out Gavi.
Chelsea.
If we keep Ansu Fati
They
healthy,
said Chelsea.
and Dembele keep playing the way he is, Lewandowski keep banging in these goals. Listen,
Vamos
man,
a ver, tío.
we
Vamos a ver.
heading back to the Champions League next season.
After Chelsea wins it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, before we head out of here, also,
Yeah.
no, by the way, thank you guys so much for keep submitting.
Love y'all,
Keep submitting
man. Love for real.
y'all questions. Keep submitting your comments. But before, yo, five-a-side is more than just footy, man. We are people who have different interests, we all look different, we all are from different backgrounds.
true.
And so that's why we dress differently too. But we can't leave this new
build up.
studio, we can't leave this new space that's so aesthetically pleasing
It's different.
without giving y'all a breakdown of our aesthetics today on the pod. We gonna start it to my left, my boy Seb. What you got on today? Cause he got it on.
He got it on.
Seb, what you wearing?
Per usual.
Stop doing that voice, bro.
Don't stop, bro.
Don't stop doing the voice.
ever
Don't
stop.
stop doing the voice.
Khaled, holla at me.
I love the voice.
Don't ever stop.
What you got on, bro?
So today I got the skull cap, just a little something nice.
That joint.
Woo.
I
Is that the
got-
Eiffel Tower on the middle?
I have no idea. What
I'm gonna
it
say
is.
it is. That's from Paris. You would
Yeah.
know.
Paris Fashion Week.
I have a Catania jersey.
You're right.
For those of y'all that don't know, this is the Sicilian mafia. When the little kids in Sicily get
Golly.
when they get indicted into the mafia, they have to wear these colors. So
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
representing today. Pumas on the
that's a
feet,
lot.
Keep it going.
and yeah,
That's a lot.
Do we just get initiated into a gang right now,
Listen, bro,
like live on.
bro, we can.
All right, so we really diverse today. You feel me?
Talk about. Come on, let's break it down.
We
crazy.
got the daily paper on the top per usual. I love this hoodie because you see the footy pot.
that's a vibe.
This reminds
It's
me
like the
of
pot behind you.
studio,
You
bro.
feel me?
That's
You're
the
wearing
studio,
it.
nigga.
reminds
Got
me of
the-
the studio. It reminds me of being home watching footy with the fam.
Oh, it's deep. It's dark.
My favorite hoodie. Palace on the pants.
Come on.
These are New Balances. They did a collab with a UK-based brand called The Basement that does online magazine focused on youth, music, art creation. Really dope brand. So tap in with the overseas brands.
Don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on the socks neither.
Oh,
Come on.
capital.
Come on.
Japanese.
Jeez.
Google it.
Hop on. Google it.
Google it.
Google it. Listen. Repeat offender with the Puma Riders. I don't know if y'all. Let me. With the Puma Riders. You know what I'm saying? White shorts, calm ting, because I was going for a real icy vibe today with the Real Sociedad. Shout out to Real Sociedad. Shout out to La Liga. This week celebrating El Dia de San Sebastian, patron saint of the city of San Sebastian.
Beautiful city. Y'all got to go.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful
yes,
city.
sir. And, the city of Real Sociedad. Shout out to Real Sociedad, third place. No, not third place. What are they right now? Sixth place in La Liga, but doing very, very well in La Liga this season.
Yeah.
So, and I'm rooting for them to make it to top 4 so that they can be in the Champions League. But yeah, man, just real icy, real cozy. And yo, I'm going for the letter earrings. They're third, right?
Third.
I'm bugging. Yeah, third place.
UCL?
Definitely. Hey, maybe
They
making
play
a
football the
Champions
right
League
way,
run.
too.
I thought it was going to be Real Betis. Betis been slipping. But yeah, Real Sociedad look like they're going to do it this season. Gold accents.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? E on the ear. E. Action E. Check my Instagram if you don't know what that means. But yeah, that's how we doing today. What you got on?
You know, it's me. I have to bring a lot to the table. So we're going to start out Alexander McQueen on the feet. You've seen him before, but we had to bring him back. So
Can't even
you're
afford that.
right. You know what I'm saying? We got on the Flare denims from where else? Flare. Minimal LA. Sponsor me, because you know I be wearing
Sponsor him.
And they got the big bag. You want to be flaring out like we in the 70s.
Nah, those are
we going
hard
to keep
though.
it very West Coast because I'm wearing Honor the Gift, which is Russell Westbrook's brand. He's from LA. You see it got Belief on the front, but I got to show him the back. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Hold up. Y'all see this, right?
Wow.
Y'all see this, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
And belief
Detail.
is a noun,
I believe
a
in
state or habit of mind in which trust, faith, or confidence is placed in some person or thing.
Amen.
Dedicated this to his city of Los Angeles and all the inner city kids. My mom's from the West Coast, so always got mad love for LA.
Yeah.
On the neck here, got a little bit of the new pearls. They're from Casablanca, means White House in Spanish. Shout out my galley for those. She put me onto these shades too. Don't even know where they from. She be getting calls from Versace, Gucci, so I don't even know what brand these are, but they're nice, bro. So get your butt up, get your drip up.
Know. He
I
don't
actually
even need to know.
bro.
You don't even need to know.
Hey, Patreon will reveal the brand.
Next.
Nah, that's a fact. I got
How
to
you
keep it
follow up?
calm.
How you follow up?
How do I follow that up? I got to keep it calm. Gabe bring the energy.
Yeah.
We settle things
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
So-
Peace and love.
Know what I'm saying? Not much today. Got Wolves on the
He's being humble. Wolves did.
crying. Wolves
being
there for
humble.
real. Wolves. Shout out to Wolves from Wolverhampton, England. And then shout out to Cortez, man.
Hey, man.
On the top, for me, they just had a collab with Nike. Shout out them boys.
That was big. That was
You
big.
know what I'm saying? Shout out.
Black owned.
Yo, it's
Black
always
owned
good to
business.
see young niggas getting to it. Shout out that nigga Clint. He a voice of the brand. He be doing his thing for real.
Facts.
We gonna see what the collab is with Nike and Cortez. That's gonna be real interesting.
Yeah, bro.
Gonna sell out like that.
Oh yeah,
right there, bro.
yeah. It's
It's a
going
wrap.
crazy.
It's a wrap.
Absolutely.
What you got on the feet, bro? The socks.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. This is
Come on.
creatives are the new athletes. TNO, the new originals.
Say it again.
I got it on the pants as
Nah,
well.
man, y'all don't even know about that.
Yeah,
Creatives are the new what?
athletes.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, yo, before we get out of here, because we was listening to a whole, and you know what I'm saying, we had our little moment with the tunes earlier, but we was listening to a whole bunch of Ice Spice
Like
before we started filming.
I just
But-
fell in love with a gangster.
Yeah, did you?
Ask about it.
But yo, nah, I mean, it seems like the year just started. Ice Spice coming out with an album. I'm not gonna call it little and diminish it.
Yeah, that shit was
But
fire.
yeah, no, you saying that's what you've been on lately?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's your soundtrack?
Yeah, I played through it at work at DP.
you was hitting a little.
Everybody was like,
You were
"Yo,
shaking ass?
This joint is hard."
Yeah,
I wasn't shaking ass, but I was shaking my head for sure.
you were earlier.
Princess
That's a clip
Diana,
right there.
Princess Diana, that track is hard. So, and everybody, I just remember like a year ago today. It may not even have been a year ago, but I remember when she first kind of came on the scene, everybody was clowning her,
Niggas were
bro.
hating.
They were like, yo,
Means
she's
how it goes,
trash. Her old music was trash. She's trash. She's a one-hit wonder. And so to see her come back and drop a tape and that joint is fire, little TJ on it, like, bro,
Shout
you
out to
can't help but be like, yo, that's dope.
Ice, come on the show. Come on.
one thing I was
Please,
gonna
I
say.
We in New York. Come on.
Speaking
the
of
show.
which, too,
Please.
quick shout out to quick
on his knees
Crip
begging.
Keys is crazy.
I'll
Quick
beg
shout out to
later.
Lil TJ too, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
people who go through what he went through and get shot like that 7 times. and are not here to be able to tell that story.
Bro, there was a mass shooting today.
Yeah, and that boy, they put 7 in him, and yeah, he's still walking. God is good all the time, but
stay safe.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, right now I'm gonna say though, I've been listening to another album who people have been saying, and you're a big advocate for SZA's new album. I've only heard Kill Bill, and it's been like on repeat in the car, like in my headphones when I'm working out, like everywhere. I've been listening to that, so that song got crack in it.
Yeah,
but I haven't listened to the rest of the album just because of that too. Because although I love the song, it's so crazy. Everything she's saying, like, I just killed my ex, all of that. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to hear the rest of that ensemble in a whole album. Like, I think I'm going to stop it at Kill Bill, but you think differently.
Nah, she went crazy, bro. And sometimes it's good to hear a woman's perspective. And obviously, like, she plays into, like, an artful way. She didn't literally kill anybody sort of thing, but it's just the energy that she has towards niggas who be fucking with her, bro. So, yeah. Nah, SZA went crazy.
Nobody.
But in terms of what I'm listening to right now, I've been spinning a lot of Joey Badass's most recent album back from last year. 2000 was the name, a sequel to his 1999 mixtape he dropped in 2012 when he was only 16 years old. 10 years later, still on top of the game, doing really, really well. Another New York rapper out of Brooklyn from Flatbush. The lyricism is better. The beats are better. The confidence he has. Like, this dude's an actor on the Wu-Tang show on Hulu now. He's doing fashion weeks all across the globe. He's got his daughter, bro. The growth from that 16-year-old skateboarding in Flatbush to this, bro, is incredible. So shout out Joey for sure.
Big shout out Joey Badass. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was going to add, if you want to talk about production and instrumentals, I think one of the biggest things for Ice Spice for me is she's sticking to beats that she knows. One can go viral. It's a very catchy brand that she's making for herself.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing. Princess Diana was hard. Shout out to Kendrick, put me on to Byron. I don't know how to say his last name. Messia. Had a song called Taliban's with Prince Swanee.
Shout out to St. Kitts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where he's from.
Feel me? That's a big tune there. There's another tune going crazy on TikTok, Us Against the World. I think that's by a UK brother. But yeah, bro, more music. I'm excited to see what 2023 gonna bring music-wise.
Bryson, dropped the album.
You ended up going to the Drake thing?
Nah, I didn't win the tickets, bro. You couldn't buy them. But Drake's set looked crazy. He did a lot of B-sides, less popular songs. It looked incredible.
Yeah.
That set list was nuts.
I saw like one clip of a transition
that
they did from 2 songs. I forgot which songs, but it was so smooth. It reminded me of something called Sample Sundays that, I hope comes back on
DJ Soleil?
It's one of my DJ Soleil. I don't know, you guys might know
Who's
about
that?
him. But yeah, it's one of my favorite pieces of content. It's been on a little hiatus for a while. I hope it comes back. I don't know. Maybe it will. What do you think, Kendrick?
TBD.
TBD.
Patreon.
What you been listening to, Sam?
DJ content.
I've been listening to a little bit of Caribbean music.
Hey, come on.
Valiant, Don't Check.
Yes.
Song.
Yo, Valiant.
Oh, bro, yes. No, I was just in Jamaica. That shit was going crazy.
Nah, bro, because
That
I've
shit
been
was going
bumping
crazy.
North Carolina by Valiant.
Yeah.
You should bump that.
Only thing playing.
Yeah. No, that shit.
And then-
Tune for your head top.
Drop that in the chat.
Yeah, for sure. And then
Oh.
Skillabang,
The song.
Nice.
a little bit of that. And then
What's that bounce song?
Stromae's recent album.
Yeah, Stormy.
Good album.
You guys are seeing how New York is influencing the DC boys. So Caribbean twos.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
you gotta
on.
get on that. Rabo that compa too. But yeah, as you can see, bro, multifaceted, multi-layers. We're just one big five-a-side lasagna, man. We got a lot of layers to us. Music, fashion, footy, everything all in that. And we will continue to come back and back and back and back again all 2023. We appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, whether you're listening on Apple Podcasts, whether you're on Spotify, whether you're watching this on YouTube, wherever you're tuning into Five Aside from, we appreciate y'all. We got so much more coming this year. The podcast, much more diverse content, a whole bunch of stuff, bro. It's gonna be crazy. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We gonna see y'all next time on the next episode of Five Aside Podcast. Peace.
Come back season.